Welcome back to Artzone Travels Off-Grid Ventures. G'day, we're Pete and Tan. We love exploring Australia's off-grid caravan adventures one epic journey at a time. If you're new here, get ready for an unforgettable mix of caravan travel inspiration, tips and hidden gems as we road trip Australia.
Good morning, everyone.
G'day.
So we're Pete and Tan from Artzone Travels. We love camping off-grid, exploring this great country. We're often out filming away from the van, and so today what we're going to be doing is just that, filming some more of the Clare Valley. So whilst we're out and about filming today, we're going to be testing the brand new Bluetti.
Yes, it's the new Elite 100 V2. So what we're going to do, we've been sent it to try out and review. So we're going to go out today, do some sightseeing, do some filming and test it along the way.
So when we leave the van and we're out on location filming for a whole day, quite often what we like to do is pack our own food, have a cook up, and we like to be able to charge our camera gear. So our priority is to have the camera gear charged at all times. And secondly is the ability to be able to brew up a really nice coffee and have a bit of a cook up for lunch or, you know, a bite to eat.
So we're going to test a lot of different appliances today, not what we'd normally do, but we're going to be out and about, and we thought, well, why not? We'll cook ourselves a beautiful lunch and then we'll have a coffee and we'll do various other things. Maybe, what do you think? Maybe even the air fryer this afternoon for dinner?
Yeah. We're going to have a bit of fun. We're going to test this thing to the hilt. So we're looking forward to seeing how it copes.
So it's at 100% now. So what we're going to do, we're not going to charge it today. We're going to run it through its paces, and then later on in the video, we'll let you know whether it actually made it, it still had power left, or it's on zero.
So we've packed in the kettle, we've packed in our induction cooktop and the air fryer, and we're going to just try a few different things out, as Pete said, along the way today.
So for the people who day trip, this could be really good for you. So it's not just for caravanners. So let's do this, we'll take you through and we'll see how this unit, the Elite 100 V2, performs today. So to kick off today, I'm just going to take you through the features. So there are three ways you can charge the Bluetti. There is the mains power, 240, and then you can use the plug here to do two things. You can do the solar and you can also do 12 volt through your car. Now, the other things it's got here is what you can use to charge. So there's 9 different ports that you can charge your devices. There's 2 power points, 240, so you can use that as if you're at home. And then you've got all these different ports here. You've even got a cigarette lighter plug to charge. So there's a lot of different facets to this. It's very compact and it's got a lot of features which we'll show you today. All right, so fully charged, it's at 100%. So this unit has an 1024 watts battery in it. It's a lithium battery and it has a maximum output capacity of 1800 watts. So the Bluetti Elite 100 V2 also can be run through your phone. It's got an app and you can do all the functions that you can do basically here. One of the features that you can do is what's called a power lift. Now, it actually has a maximum output of 1800 watts, but if you go into the app and switch to the powerlifting mode, you can actually get 2700 watts, which is quite remarkable. So the batteries that are in this particular unit are lithium batteries. They call them LiFePO₄ batteries. Now, they're the best batteries you can get. and they're also the safest. So Bluetti actually sent us this unit to test, and one of the reasons we really like Bluetti is because we're a previous owner. We've had one for 2 years and we were super impressed. We bought it ourselves and we've used it to run so many different appliances, including the early Starlinks. So we're very happy to review this. It's bigger, more powerful, and it'll do a lot more things that we need it to do. It'll last long with a bigger battery, so when we're out there filming, we'll be able to charge our drones, our cameras, and all different appliances and our laptops when we need to download our files. With Bluetti giving us this unit to test, there's a discount code of 5% that we can actually organise for you. Now we're going to put in the link below. If you click through, it'll take you to the Bluetti website page. You'll be able to use that to save a bit of money on this, and just to say, we do get a small commission out of it too, but we do endorse the product and we're very excited about using Bluetti. It works so well for us in many different applications. And today, I'm going to go and have a look around this beautiful Clare Valley and we'll see how this little baby performs.
Okay, so we've had a really beautiful drive from Edge Hill into Clare, and so we've just pulled over in a park and we are going to actually test out the induction cooktop and boil up a cup of coffee. And so let's just see. We're going to do 2 tests, aren't we, Pete?
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the espresso coffee machine on it and see what wattage it is and how much power it drains. And then we're going to put some muffins on and we're going to cook that on the toaster, and then we're going to repeat it and combine it to see if it will handle it, because it's my calculation is about 2,800 watts of power that it requires, and this little unit is 1,800 watts with a load shift of up around 2,700 watts. So let's just see how this goes. We're going to give it the full work straight up this morning.
Yeah, so we're going to put the coffee pot on and the toaster together. Let's see what happens.
All right, so we've finished our coffee and our muffins. So the results have come in. So we were 100%, and after us having 2 muffins each and 2 coffees, it is now down to 74%. So that's a pretty good figure. So we got 74% for the rest of our day. So when we combine the toaster and the induction together, we put it on power surge. It came to 1860, which is just over the maximum wattage. We thought, looking at the figures, it might have gone up to 2,700, and that's when we would have really needed the power surge. So all things equal, didn't miss a beat. It was perfect. On the induction to make 1 coffee, it took 8%, and the toaster to make 1 set of toast or muffins was 5%. And when, surprisingly, when we combined it and did that test again with the 2 muffins and the coffee, it totaled out at 7% for that. So all in all, tick, very pleased, very pleased. Got to have 2 coffees and 2 muffins.
Okay, so next up we are heading out of Clare Township and we're heading 12 kilometres out of town towards Bungaree Station. It's an old pastoral station, and in its heyday it was running 100,000 merino sheep. So today it is still owned by the Hawker family and has diversified into tourism. Okay, next up on our drive for today is Lake Bumbunga. So that's about another 35 minutes drive from here in the Clare Valley. And out there, on a certain day, it looks pink. So I don't know what we'll find today. It is a little bit overcast, but we'll put the drone up and have a look over the lake. So since the 1880s, they have harvested salt off this lake. So out in the middle of the lake somewhere, there's a quirky sculpture of a Loch Ness monster. So we'll see if we can get a look at that too. And also we're going to have a bit of a cook-up out there. Garlic prawns is on the menu for lunch, and we're going to be using the pot to boil some pasta in and the induction cooker to also fry up the garlic prawns. So we'll do a bit more testing when we're out there. And when we bring the drone down from capturing some footage of the lake, we're going to put that on charge and just have a little look at how that charges up as well. See you out there.
Okay, so we put the water on and I'm going to turn it up high. So it's going up to P9 now. So let's have a look and see what the output is on the Bluetti. So the reading now is 1736. Now when we started, it went up to 2200 and there was absolutely no problem at all. So I'm just going to put the pasta in. It tells me 3 minutes. And we will pop in some of it, not all of it, because it's only just two of us. There we go. Put the lid back on, bring it to the boil. So the pasta's cooked and the Bluetti has gone down to 53%. So that took 3 minutes and the maximum wattage was 2200, so well over the 1800, no problem at all. And towards the end we reduced it down to 300. So pasta's cooked and we're sitting at 53%. So is this going to get us through the day? That's the question. It's one of Tana and I's favourite meals. It's a prawn linguine. It's super simple. It's just garlic, chilli, tomato and prawns. So high heat, we're going to whack it in there, sear it off, saute it and throw in that pasta. So let's just see how much power this is going to use. All right, so let's put it on full power. Let's get it hot and searing and just see how much power we're going to use on this particular dish. Right, so crank on the inverter and we're going to put it up to P9, which is the highest. It's all about the sizzle, this dish. So it's now pumping out just over 2,000 watts, which is 200 watts more than it's advertised as. So no problems, working well. We're down to 49%. Let's go and see how this performs. So we just put the butter in. It's a simple matter of just putting the garlic in. Well, everything goes in. Lots of chili, tomatoes. Okay, the prawns are almost done. Okay, so we're going to put the pasta in now. Get it to pick up all the flavours. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to put some Italian parsley across it. There we are. All right, bit of salt and pepper now. Not bad for having a meal in the bush. And a bit of salt. And voila, we're done. Let's have a look at the power now. So after cooking the prawns, it's now come down from 53 to 35.
Lost as I should. Barely see the sky now. We're safe under the trees. You tell me about your secrets and I'm falling madly. You catch me right. I'll be alright. It's all that matters really. As long as you.
Alrighty, next up on today's itinerary is Port Wakefield. Now this lies on the coast of the Clare region, and it's going to take us about 20 minutes to get from Lochiel down to Port Wakefield. So it was established mainly to move ore, especially copper, from Burra, and also pastoral produce via shipping. Over time, its role changed, and the arrival of the railways reduced its importance as a port for mining, and now the town serves agriculture, fishing, transport, and also tourism.
All right, so we stopped here. It was a really nice spot, and we thought we would charge the drone. Needs to be charged up for some footage we want to do on the way home. And while we're waiting around, we're going to have a cuppa. So this is a good chance for us to test the Bluetti Elite 100 V2 and see how much power it uses and how much draw it has on the wattage. So as you can see, I've just plugged it in. The lights are working, it's charging, and I've got it in the DC mode going through the USB-C, which is 140 watts. So that's quite a high power port, that one. And it's drawing 28 amps, so that's not a lot, but we'll put the kettle on in a minute and we'll see what it comes to. So we've just turned the kettle on and the output's around about 13, 19 to 20, well within the capabilities of the Bluetti Elite 100 V2. Keeping in mind, we're also charging the drone batteries as well, which is about 24 watts. So after boiling the kettle, it was 35% and we're now down to 23%.
Alrighty, so it's heading towards later in the afternoon now, and we've left Port Wakefield. We're driving back towards Riverton, where we're camped up at Edge Hill Farm, but we've got one last stop to find before we get home. We're going to stop and heat up a nice quiche and put some salad with it for dinner. We'll see you up the road. So here we are. What a spot to enjoy a bite to eat for dinner before we head back to camp. These canola fields are just stunning.
Absolutely awesome. And the thing is, with the Bluetti, you can have power anywhere to cook with whatever appliance you like. Okay, so let's plug in this air fryer and let's turn it on. Put it on at 180 degrees and let's see, so it's 1374 at the moment. All right, so let's put this frittata in. Got to give it 20 minutes, so we'll set it for 20. And at the moment we've got 15% left. So it's going to be a close race to the finish, I'd say, before we run out of power. I think we'll get there. I think we'll certainly get there, and then we know how well this has performed, and how this review is going to shape itself when we do our final conclusion, which we'll tell you about tomorrow. Okay, so we're down to 10%, and it's telling me that it's probably got about 15 minutes left, so it is going to be a close race to the finish. And this hasn't been planned at all. We had no idea what the results were going to be. 9%. So we'll let it run out and we'll see how hot our frittata is, shall we? So this is really interesting. The air fryer has reached 180 degrees and now the power is cut back to 63 watts. So we are going to get a little bit longer. I'm not going to open it. We'll let it go to the 20 minutes as it says on the instructions. 7% left. So it's looking good. Okay, so our frittata is done and we're about to eat. So the whole day has got us through, and now we're going to finish off with dinner tonight, and we got 4% left.
Well, you've got to be happy with that. We are so impressed with this little unit. What we're going to do in the morning over a cup of tea is we're going to correlate a few figures and a bit of an overall summary, and we'll chat to you guys in the morning to wrap this up. Alrighty, Pete, grab a bite.
Oh, sensational. Thank you so much. So we've got back into the van now and we've just plugged the Bluetti in. We've got it on the turbocharge now. It states that it will go from 0 to 80% in 45 minutes. So we put the timer on. We know that it's had 4% left, so we'll just see how it goes in terms of the timing. Okay, there you go. It's just turned 80%. And our timer had it at 41 minutes. So it's well within its times. It's actually a little bit quicker. So we're very impressed. It's exactly what it said it would do and even slightly better.
G'day everyone.
Good morning. As we mentioned last night, today we wrap up our thoughts after putting the Bluetti Elite 100 V2 through a proper real-world test.
Yeah, so yesterday was full-on filming and sightseeing. It's exactly usually how we operate when we're out on the road. So we needed to power all our camera gear, cook up some meals, and of course have that all-important coffee as we toured through the beautiful Clare Valley region here in South Australia. Honestly, this little unit really punches above its weight. We were thoroughly impressed with how it performed right across the entire day.
Yes, after a full day of cooking, charging while we were filming and exploring, the Bluetti handled everything we threw at it. The induction cooktop, the cooker, the kettle, drone charging, and even an air fryer.
Yeah, and so by the end of the day, we'd gone from 100% down to just 4%. And this little one single unit kept us powered for absolutely everything. It totally got the job done.
For us, this test proved that the Bluetti Elite 100 V2 isn't just a backup power source. It's become our main supply of power when we're away from the caravan.
Definitely. And when you're travelling as remote as we often do, having that reliability has made our off-grid touring and filming life so much easier. It keeps us comfortable, connected and totally independent wherever we pull up.
Now, we ran one more test last night when we got back to the caravan. Bluetti claims that the Elite 100 V2 can recharge to 80% in 45 minutes on turbo mode.
Yeah, since we'd drained it right down to 4% yesterday, it was just the perfect chance to see if that was true.
And it was spot on, from 4% to 80% in 45 minutes. Seriously impressive, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, we're stoked.
Yep.
So look, because we do travel full time on the road around Australia, filming stunning destinations, we're often off grid and we need gear that can keep up with us. So this portable power pack with its 1800 watt output did everything we asked of it. And honestly, it performed way above our expectations.
So just to sum it up, we love the 9 versatile ports so we can run various devices all at once. It's got USB, USB-C, which is all great for our gear from tablets, phones to laptops. It's got reliable portable power that's ideal for remote locations. We now know it's fast charging when we're back at camp, and yet it's compact and light and yet powerful in design.
In the caravan, we use it to run Starlink, power up a couple of laptops, charge all our camera gear, and it's just super convenient. We can control all those functions straight from the Bluetooth app on our phones.
Now, Bluetti recommends not to take it below 5%, and normally we wouldn't, but for this test, we wanted to push it to the limits, just to show you what it's really capable of.
So if you're impressed and want to grab one for yourself, just click the link in the description below. That'll take you straight to the Bluetti website. So guys, thanks so much for joining us on this review, and if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel for more beautiful, high quality, awesome off-grid destination adventures.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Tan, and together we're Artzone Travels Off-Grid Ventures.
We'll see you on the next one.
See you out there, everyone.